So hello guys, today we will make a quote maker on studio.code.org. So go to studio.code.org, go to create and go to app lab. And then let's go to design and let's just put a text area there. And after we put the text area, let's just select a theme for our project. I like blue a lot, so I'm gonna put that there. And after that we will put a label. So let's just change this a bit. So let's just make it a bit small. It's too big in my opinion. So let's just put label there, and in this label we will put let's just swap the font color with the background color, so that is actually pretty good. So the text is readable and the background is transparent. You can do this for all the labels that we create, but I'm only going to do this for one label just to save a bit of time. So now let's just change this a bit. So alignment center, font size, I like 18. I would recommend if you can't find a font, just set it to 18 or 20. Both are pretty good font sizes. So after that we'll put like a text input there. So this is gonna be the color for the text in the text area, So create 3 labels now. 1, 2, and 3. Boom. And then create 3 sliders respective to the labels. And then slider 1, slider 2, slider 3. And after that add a drop down. This is gonna be the fonts in that, and then 2 buttons on the side of that drop down. They will be for increasing and decreasing the size of the font there. So done. This should say minus or plus, whatever you want to say in here. This should be for decreasing it, and that is for increasing it. Now the design's pretty much done, except like let's just change the labels. So these are the RGB. So red, green, GRAAN, and blue. My favorite color, blue. And now let's just line them a bit properly. And now let's just go to the code tab and let's add the Ornaments Listener. Drag the ornament on the workspace and then set it to the first slider, and then set that the event to input. So whenever that slider changes, it'll include it'll call this thing's in it. Oh, I forgot something. So this is the background color. Oops, whoops, I forgot something. Go to design and click on slider and change the maximum value of all the sliders to 255, because the 255 is the maximum value of 255 is the maximum value of the slider of the color grades in coloring. And set this to 255. Now we're pretty much done except the drop down, which will change later. So set the RGB. The RGB should be the get numbers. So you get the values from the sliders and you yeet them into this. So basically from slider 1, slider 2, oops, slider 2, slider 3 here. So this should be slider 2 and the other one should be slider 3, and the opacity can be pretty much of whatever you want. 0.51 is the good ones. Then if you want it to be hard, so you can set it to like 2 or 3 or something. Now just copy it 2 more times like I did, because it's just the same code. Just change the 1, 2, 3 like this. And now let's just work on the quote color. Actually, let's just work on the color. So let's test it first. It makes a pretty good shade of cyan. It works pretty well. So let's just work on the quote color tab. So just set it to text input 1 and this to input, and now we can put the set property again, and then this should be the text area 1. It will be a text area 1 for all the set properties, and then this should be get text from, it should get text from the text input and put it there. So text underscore input 1. So now if we put red in here after running it, see the text becomes red and we have a red sub. Click it. So now let's just work on the plus and minus buttons. I forgot to reset. So on the plus button, so the button 1, click to set. We'll create a variable first. Put a variable on the top. It should be whatever the value you want. I have put 20. If you want, you can take that value. And then x should be x plus, so get the plus operator from math, and then this should be x plus 2.5. And then we need the set property again, create a set property to set the property, the font size of the area to x. So text area 1, text font size to be x. Oops, I'm going for x. And now if we just run it, we put some gibberish in it, and I click the plus and it is not working for some reason. Let's check it. The code's correct. In my knowledge, it's correct. So it is like, what? It is correct, but what? So let's just reload it. It's a glitch actually. So if you like put some code when it is running, it doesn't count it as code, even if you reset it. So now I put some jump. So the plus actually works pretty well, and so the plus is working very good. So now let's just copy that ornament and paste it again. So let's just paste that ornament again. So we created that ornament, and then there should be minus, because it is the minus is we are decreasing the font size. So now let's go. Yep. So now, so we put some text in it. Let's just put some west. That's the thing. So we can decrease and increase the font size pretty good. So now let's just work on the drop down. Let's just go to the design tab again for the final time, and let's just change the options. Control Command A, delete. So there should be comic. For Comic Sans, just put comic there. Lucida Sans, and then times Roman. Sorry, times. Let's put times there. And then put TIMES. So after